The final boss, The Rock, would start off Monday Night Raw this week with a whole new titantron. It's only a few weeks ago he debuted the other one. Oh my god. You know, if you'd have tuned in Raw at this moment, you'd have thought Sasha Banks would come back, wouldn't you? Love it. But this Tron was awesome though, let's not lie. Earlier on today, The Rock announced that he will be inducting his grandmother, Leah Maivia, into the Hall of Fame class of 2024, as we expected. Rock would come to the ring completely by himself and take all the credit for the attack on Cody Rhodes last week. Obviously saying the only thing missing from that belt at the end of last week's Raw was Mama Rhodes' tears. That is insane by The Rock. What was even more insane was they showed the social media videos of kids crying as The Rock destroyed Cody Rhodes. And then all The Rock did was say, well, I'm going to give you some life advice. Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do. The Rock is a menace in this role. I swear to God, it's great. A very joyous Roman Reigns would come out, obviously happy with what happened with Cody last week. He would mention that, as he said in his biography on A&E, if he loses the belt to Cody Sunday, he's done in WWE. And there was a moment when he come out, when he stared at the championship gold. Is this going to be the final Monday Night Raw of Roman Reigns? In a backstage segment later on in the night, it was revealed by Roman and Paul Heyman that Roman Reigns will induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame this Friday. Big answer there to a question that a lot of people wondered. Seth Rollins would come out though during the Bloodline opening segment and he would challenge Rock, he'd challenge Roman, but instead the main event was Seth Rollins versus Solo Sikoa. Bloodline rules. Ahead of that main event, Seth would confirm that he always has a plan B. Nice throwback to the Shield. Very hard-hitting match before WrestleMania. Of course, there was a great table spot. Again, very hard-hitting though. Samoan drop from the middle rope from Solo to Seth. Of course, this match was to show what could happen to Cody on Sunday if they lose the tag team match. Well, shenanigans happened as Jimmy Uso would come out, followed by Jey Uso to neutralise him until The Rock took out Jey Uso. Plan B was an unadvertised Cody Rhodes coming out to get revenge on The Rock. And, well, it didn't end well as Roman would emerge from under the ring and the Bloodline would dominate, finishing Raw by destroying both Seth and Cody, whipping them like government mules. Oh my god, we are just days away. I cannot wait. This is things you might have missed from WWE Raw. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Earlier on today, the Bray Wyatt Becoming Immortal documentary dropped on Peacock. And yes, WWE Shop has got brand new Bray Wyatt t-shirts out to commemorate the launch of this documentary. Some of those designs are freaking awesome, man. Really cool. Without providing a lot of spoilers for those that haven't watched it yet, there was a lot of stuff revealed in this documentary about what things actually meant in the Bray Wyatt lore. And I really like that as a fan. We found out that this version of The Fiend was, well, the very last project that Bray Wyatt would work on with Jason Baker, and it was going to be a character of The Fiend that was going to return in WWE. The news that everyone's talking about, though, is the end scene credit, when literally we'd see Uncle Howdy, we think, behind a lantern. We did make a video on this earlier on today, but during the documentary, you see Taylor Rotunda, Bray's brother, Bo Dallas, talking with Jason Baker, the man behind all the costumes and stuff with Bray. And they are definitely cooking up something, as Bo would mention, about carrying on the legacy of Bray Wyatt. It does raise the question, is this Uncle Howdy an evolved form of Uncle Howdy or something new altogether? Once again, the Fireflies were out on Raw as WWE would show the trailer again of the Bray Wyatt documentary. Love to see the Fireflies, man. Never gets old. Tonight's Raw was the 13th consecutive televised sellout for WWE. The first match would be Judgment Day defeating New Day and DIY. There was a horrible spot in the match when Gargano's dived through the ropes. Dom, I don't know if he was not ready or Johnny overshot it, but Johnny seemed to go head first into the announce table. There seemed to be a lot of confusion about this. The match seemed to end early, so hopefully he's okay. But later on, the Judgment Day would be backstage in their locker room, and the problems keep coming as Legado del Fantasma would arrive. Obviously, Santos and Dom are teaming together at WrestleMania. Damian did not seem happy about this. Damian wasn't happy that Dom invited Legado in. And these problems with the Judgment Day, we saw them on SmackDown, we're seeing them again tonight. Is Judgment Day about to split up? I don't know. What seems like it is splitting up, though, is the tag team titles, as they seem to confirm on Raw tonight that this tag team ladder match will continue at WrestleMania until both sets of tag team titles have been retrieved. So you can't just pull down one set of belts, you got to pull down both of them. Does that mean that you've got to pull down 4 belts? Does that mean that 2 teams can pull down individual tag titles? This week, though, is absolutely stacked. And on Saturday, we dropped a video on the channel that highlights everything that's happening this week at WrestleMania online, stuff that we're going to be seeing on social media, etc. So make sure you check that video out. Don't miss anything this week. Just like Jey Uso didn't miss Lil Wayne just randomly backstage on Raw. I have no idea why he was just sat around in a corridor, but he confirmed he will be at WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre is an absolute freaking menace tonight. Oh my God. He had a funeral on Raw, and this segment was gold. He spoke, obviously, trolled CM Punk about not having a match at WrestleMania. He would also troll Seth Rollins, talking about Seth's injuries and stuff, and talking about the World Heavyweight title match. He said that you deserve to have the casket lid closed on your title run. Just insane. And I love the presentation. I love the psychotic nature of Drew McIntyre that's so calm and calculated. It's gold. Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile were successful tonight, defeating Candice and Indy, and things didn't go well after the match, as Candice LeRae was angry. Indy Hartwell lost this match, and Candice completely blamed her. The question now has to be, when does Indy finally see the light and turn her back on her longtime friend, Candice LeRae, and her new attitude? Ricochet defeated Ivar tonight. Another stellar performance by Ricochet. How on earth he was able to do a fall-away slam over his head to Ivar is wild before the 6:30 that would pick up the win. Once again, though, problems with the Judgment Day as they want Ricochet handled, and Dom seemed to have drafted in Andrade to do it. I love the little callback between Andrade and Angel Garza. Obviously not forgetting the fact that they was in a group together years ago. I love WWE piecing it all together. But of course, the problems within the Judgment Day being heightened every segment now, it seems. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal has been announced for SmackDown. They advertised it tonight on Raw. Now, we know this graphic exists now with all the talent that's meant to be in the match. The fact they didn't show this makes me wonder if it's card subject to change, maybe. I love this. Rhea Ripley was on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani today when Becky Lynch would confront her unexpectedly on the show. Really good move by WWE. That would lead straight into a brawl tonight on Raw between Becky and Rhea. Despite Adam Pearce trying to stop this with security, it wasn't going to happen. These two women brawled, and again, this just hypes me up more for their match at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn took on Bronson Reed tonight in a rematch from last week. This week, though, he'd had training from Chad Gable. It was all about getting to the next level for Sami Zayn, watching the passion, watching him overcome things until, well, during the match, Chad Gable was brought out by Gunther, distracting Sami Zayn. Rather uncharacteristically, Gunther would destroy Sami Zayn on the stage. Why? This isn't what Gunther's normally about. Is Gunther scared of Sami? Does Gunther actually think Sami has a chance? I mean, him reacting like this makes me think he does think that Sami Zayn can beat him. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. WWE announced Clash at the Castle tonight on Raw. While on the show they didn't tell you the location, fans were quick to find it's Glasgow, Scotland. So that should look really fun. Can't wait to see this. Earlier on today was the anticipated CM Punk interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour. This was insane. This was CM Punk shooting on AEW. He didn't hold anything back. He gave his account of pretty much everything that he could talk about, minus stuff that's covered by an NDA. And if you've got time, check it out. It's nearly 2 hours long, but it's worth a watch. Tonight definitely led the charge in the hype for WrestleMania. Very excited. Cannot wait. I love WrestleMania. 8.5 out of 10 for tonight. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, and I'll catch you as always next time. Peace!